got the red, white, blue flying way up high, and we stand and salute to the ones that fight. And we don't give a damn if you don't like this American pride, American pride. Gonna fly this flag till the day I die, 'cause freedom, it comes with a price. And we don't give a damn if you don't like this American pride, American pride.
Alright, so the hayride comes down through here and comes up through here and goes up that way. And Hayden, or me, whoever decides to do it, stands over here and hides from the hayride. What'd you do? What'd you get your leg on? Alright, so that's usually what we do. You know, when it gets darker and the hayride gets more full and there's more people on there screaming and everything, it gets a lot better. You know, but like, we go pretty crazy on the hayride sometimes. You know, we'll slide up. What I do is I run up and I slide up in the middle. They usually just jump on. Keith jumps on the side of it, climbs up on the side of it. But you know, whoever decides to do the hayride, the butcher shop is in charge of the hayride. It's been like that ever since I've been out here. Whoever's working at the butcher shop, which has been me for the past 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, however long I've been out here. But the butcher shop's always done the hayride with a chainsaw. So take you guys inside real quick, show you a little bit of getting ready. So I drive back here because it's just like a good parking place. And a lot of times I have bringing chainsaw or fog machine or, you know, my costumes and stuff. So it's a lot better to drive back here instead of carrying 30 things with me. That's my walkie-talkie. I have a walkie-talkie. I get notified if we have a light scare or when the hayride's pulling out or when the hayride gets here and how many groups is on the trail. And that way I can be ready with the chainsaw. That way I know when the hayride's coming. Hayden got here before me like he usually does. We have a little light in here. And this is used for storage. And also we have the meat in there. And it's pretty dark in here. I don't know what that is. That's pretty cool. See if I can turn the light on real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I haven't seen that. That looks cool. Something Angie made. I'm not sure if that's a mask or no, it's not a mask because they got eye holes. That looks really cool. I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, I'm in here. It's pitch black. You can't see anything when you're walking through here. Also, there's fog in here. I usually hide behind the corner there, or hide behind the thing there, over here in the corner, and then I'll walk through just like that, and then come back through here, and then through here, and there's another fog machine down there, so it's usually pretty foggy. We're gonna have to get an extender cord. I have a tote in here full of a bunch of supplies. My camera's being really blurry for some reason. But strobe lights, extra mask, weapons, wigs, stapler, tape, lights, more mask. If there's anything that we can use throughout the night, water. Did you bring any extra back? Huh? What? Yeah, stapler. But yeah, we get here pretty early. I got here like pretty late.
Did you say only one group?
I got here pretty late tonight, but usually we get here early so we can fix things that like this tarp fell, because it's a whole week since we come out here, so we gotta fix what's been knocked over, fell down. So, and we come and make sure the fog machines get full of fog juice. make sure they get turned on and get going, and put them in the place they go. And then we gotta put a little knife in there because we don't have the remote to that, so you gotta put a knife in here so it holds that button down, and that way the fog will come out like that. But yeah, it gets pretty foggy in here. What? Huh?
You need a knife?
Yeah.
For what, this one?
Yeah. And that's the one that always gets the knife. So we wedge a knife in there and the button. That way the fog machine will always stay on like that. And like I said, it does get pretty foggy in here. We got this guy sitting there. Yeah. Yeah, so we put it kind of in a halfway. So half of it comes in this room and half of it goes in the hallway. And then we got the other fog machine. Here's the stapler. What's up? Michael, right? I only see you once a year, so I gotta remember. I keep my memory up. Oh yeah, as I was saying, so the remote is supposed to be this one, but it's broke. So that's why we have to put the knife in there. What are you doing now? You doing the corn or? Alright, cool. Yeah. What? In line? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we definitely have to have water, because I'm the one that usually does most of the talking and yelling and screaming. Everybody else, yeah, I need the water. Everybody else just puts masks on and gets people's faces and uses chainsaws. I gotta use my voice. I'm doing that throughout the night. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was gonna do a little walkthrough video here real quick. So we come through, we got this little guy sitting here. It's supposed to be like a body chopped up in the case or whatever. I'm usually back there where Hayden's at. And we got the meat case here, and I can talk to him. Hey, you gonna buy any meat or you gonna donate your body parts? And we got the fog going. And we got the strobe light because I forgot. I gotta put it in the spot that it goes. So I'll do that. We walk through here. There's a little curtain here. I usually jump out at them. And like that, you have a new case on. And then that fog machine is going. But right now, we're having a plug-in shortage. And then there's fog through here usually. And then the strobe light I have in my hand is usually up in that tree. And it's shining right here. So it blinds them so they can't see when they're walking through here. And you get right up here to the freezer. And he comes down the hill. Hits that real loud. Just jumps out at him. You walk back through the freezers. And then depending on the night, how many people we have, there might be one more person back here yelling and screaming or something. And then you walk through the rest of these freezers. And then you go to the corn maze out that way. So. You having a mask problem?
No, I'm good.
No? Alright. So yeah, like I said, this fog machine goes up here in the tree. I'm going to wait until it gets darker to be able to tell exactly where it needs to go. But yeah, it sits up in the tree like that. Alright, so now there's a group getting pretty close. So we need to get this other fog machine hooked up somehow. I just need to get another plug in to plug in there so I can plug in two things to the extension cord instead of one.
Group.
Hey, what's up? I'm telling you guys what you should and shouldn't do when you're walking through a haunted house or haunted attraction. I'm gonna be telling you guys what I don't like, customers doing as they're walking through. I've been seeing people do this on TikTok recently, and I like to share my opinions. The first thing and the most important, I feel like, is flashlights. Don't use your flashlight when you're walking through a haunted attraction. There are certain places that's dark for a reason. If you turn the flashlight on when you're walking through a dark hallway, it's going to ruin whatever's in the hallway. If there's a scare actor hiding in the corner, you turn your flashlight on, you can clearly see them. You're not going to be able to scare you. It's dark in places for a reason. We don't want you to see certain things. That's the reason why it's dark. So turning the flashlight on, it just ruins whatever's going to happen, whatever the darkness is for. So don't turn your flashlight on. The second thing that I have on my list is scaring people in your own group. Basically what I mean by this, if you're walking through with a couple of friends and just randomly you just turn around and try to scare them, don't try to scare them. That's what we're for. There's a certain place and different things where, they're walking up and it's real quiet and nothing's going on. Well, there's a reason for that, because more than likely, there's probably about to be a jump scare. So if you're coming through and we have things set up and planned out on what's going to happen, and let's say you're coming up on a house or a building or a structure or a scene, and it's real quiet and nothing's going on and there's nothing there, that's like that for a reason. We want the element of surprise. So whenever everybody's real calm, they don't think nothing's going to happen, and out of nowhere something happens. If you do that to your own group, it ruins the mood and it ruins the aspect of what's going to happen. If they're expecting something to happen, if you just turn around and scare your group, they're expecting something to happen. So save the scaring for us. Let us scare your group. And yeah, if you scare them, there ain't no point in us scaring them. It just kind of ruins our scene, what we're waiting for. When you come through and you say that you're not scared, it just kind of ruins the whole vibe for everybody. You come through and you're like, I'm not scared of you. And you just stand there as I'm trying to scare you or I'm doing my scene. There's just no point. If you're not scared, you're not interested, just keep on going to the next scene. Saying that I can't touch you, I know I can't touch you. What are you trying to get at? You trying to remind me, it sounds like you're scared of me. Oh, you can't touch me, you can't touch me. Are you scared I'm going to touch you or something? You ain't got to remind me that I can't touch you. I know what I'm allowed to do. I know what I'm not allowed to do. That was a kind of part one, part two for the same thing. Next on our list, going through more than once and telling your group what's going to happen next. So basically what I mean by that is there's this group of people, like this kid will come through with a group of friends who get scared, whatever, and he'll come back the next night with a different group of friends, and he'll be like, hey, John, there's going to be someone trip about the tree up here. Or, hey, John, this is where the chainsaw's at. It just ruins it for John. John comes out and he spends his money, to go through the haunted attraction, to get scared and to enjoy the experience. If you're just telling John what's going to happen and where things are at, there's no point for him to come through. It just ruins the whole experience for him. So, if John wants you to give it up like that and he wants to spend his money and waste his money like that, I guess go ahead. But if I'm with a group of friends and they're going to tell me when something's going to happen, there's no point in me wasting my money and going. I go to get scared and go for the experience. And if someone's just going to be telling me what's going to happen and when it's going to happen, there's just no point for me to really do it. Getting mad because you're scared. Some people come through and like last weekend, there's this guy that came through and he's like, you better back up, to one of the guys that was working in the butcher shop with a chainsaw. He was like, he getting all mad. He was like, you better back up off me or something. And Hayden goes, he takes the mask off and he goes, oh, what? It's kind of funny. The guy kept walking. But whenever you're going to come there and you're going to get mad because we're scaring you, and you're going to act like you're all big and bad in front of your girlfriend or whatever, or the parents, whenever you're trying to, we're scaring your kids and your kids are scared, and you're trying to hide your kids and saying, quit scaring them, they're scared. I mean, that's kind of, if your kid's not old enough, in your opinion, and he's getting scared so bad, then you shouldn't be taking him to something like that. You go there to get scared. When we start scaring you, we don't just scare you and then quit. The more that you're scared, the more that we're going to keep on scaring you, because that's the whole point. We're not going to, when you're getting scared, we're not going to quit scaring you. We're there to scare people. You're there to get scared. We're going to give you the best time that you can get. So we're going to make your money worth. So if we're scaring you, we're going to continue to scare you. That's the whole point. So if, you're saying, he's a little kid, and if he's getting scared that bad, and he shouldn't be going to something like that. And you know, so that's that. Avoiding the scare zone. It makes me so mad whenever I'm getting ready to jump out of somebody and they walk around the building. There's extended cords, there's props everywhere. You know, there's the gas can with a chainsaw. It's pitch black dark out there. You know, whenever people walk past the zone or they walk past the building, they try to avoid it, go around it. That's just dumb. You know, there's extension cords going everywhere. That's behind the scenes. That's where we have things plugged in at. That's where we have things set up at. You know, that's our area to store our stuff for the night. You know, and it just makes me so mad people try to avoid and go back there. The last thing that you should not do at a haunted house, and what probably makes me the most mad, is when you touch me. When you touch my mask, you pet me like I'm a dog, you want to, you know, whatever it is you want to do. I've had people take my mask off. I've had people push me. I can tell whenever you're doing it to joke around and try to be funny, but also I know when you're being scared. If you bump into me because you're trying to run from the chainsaw, no big deal. You know, I expect to get ran into. If I'm standing in front of you, someone's chasing the chainsaw, I'm going to get ran into. That's the way it's going to be. You know, I'm not going to get mad at you for running into me. But when you deliberately want to push me out of your way, or you want to put your hands on me, you know, I've had people that's been hit, kicked, you know, pushed up against the wall, all kinds of things. Keep your hands to yourself. We don't touch you. Don't touch us. This is what the butcher shop looks like after the season. Got the vehicle back here. I'm about to load everything up. One of the big things is like I can never get over. You know, I come here, you know, like 10 nights, more than that actually. You know, coming out here and setting everything up. Like the whole month of October, like that's just full with corn. Like all the way up, you know, and it's full with corn. You know, and you come out here, you know, after October, and the corn's all gone, and it's just a plain empty field, and like I can like see the vehicles up there. I can see the front. You know, with the corn up here, you know, I can't see anything. It's like now if the hayride was to go, I can watch the hayride throughout the whole way back here. I can see the parking lot. I can see like people up buying tickets. You know, it's just crazy. Like this, like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's so different to like even drive back here and to be back here and like be able to like see like the house up there and stuff. Is just crazy. But you know, and then also like you know like the leaves are starting to like completely fall off the tree. You know, it's like this looks like it's so much more opened up now because like not like as many like leaves on the trees and stuff. So like, it's like more bare. It's like so much more like bare and stuff. You know, there's. But yeah, right now it's kind of messy in here because we put everything in here so it don't get wet when we're done. And it looks like they've came back here and they brought a ladder back here, and they've took their extension cords down and stuff because they run power here. And yeah, so I'm about to load everything up right now, and then clean up a little bit because you know whenever there's like bottles of water and Dr. Pepper bottle and stuff, because you know, whenever we're back here, there's a lot of people back here, you know, don't really keep our trash thrown away as good as we should. It kind of gets sat down and left around and forgot about. So go try to get this cleaned up and load everything up. But yeah, this is it kind of looks a lot like it did, you know, before. But this is the main thing, you know, like the corn's gone and like it's just a lot more bare. Like usually you can like barely even see through the trees up here to the front of the trail. That's the front of the trail up there, and like usually you can even barely even see anything. So yeah, just a lot more opened up, a lot more bare, and everything. Yeah. Okay, they just went under the hill. The car's pretty short, so you can't really see now. But like, that's what I'm talking about. Like before, you wouldn't be able to see like any vehicles up there or anything. Like now you can like see vehicles and stuff. I watched them be able to pull in and everything. Usually I wouldn't be able to see up there. All the corn. Huh?
Looks different when the corn's gone.
You know what's funny? I was just talking about that, and I pushed the record button, and I was gonna do this. This is what I was gonna do. I was gonna come around the corner. I was gonna be like, "Sure does look different out here, don't it?" And right when I pushed the record button, you said, "It sure does look different without the corn being here," or whatever it was you said. Ain't that crazy?
Wow.
You know, I was just talking about, like before, the corn's up here, you can't see anything over there. Like now you can see the parking lot, you can see them buying tickets, you can watch the hayride and go all the way around now.
Yeah.
It really opens it up out here. And like the trees, like all the leaves come off the trees, so it looks so much more bare back there. Usually you can barely even see anything back there.
Yeah.
Because all the leaves and everything of all the trees.
Remember when we first pulled in here and all the weeds was here?
Yeah. Yeah, we took care of those, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm always coming with fire. Sit back and watch how I build my empire. Put it on everything. I'm steady working to make myself better and go even harder. And I will never be held back. And you ain't even gon' stop me if you think my shit is whack. Cause frankly I don't give a fuck about what you think. I'm completely satisfied with how my shit is sounding. And I just keep going, yeah, keep going, yeah, keep going. Please try and stop me.